Mount Royal University is situated on an ancient and storied land, steeped in ceremony and history that until recently was occupied exclusively by people indigenous to this place. With gratitude and reciprocity, Mount Royal acknowledges the relationships to the land and all beings, and the songs, stories, and teachings of the Blackfoot, the Tsuut'ina, the Iyithka Stony Nakoda, and the Métis. During verbal negotiations for Treaty 7, the nations understood that the land would be shared and a cooperative relationship would be built to last as long as the grass grows, the sun shines, and the rivers flow. The nations of the treaty were the Siksika Nation, Piikani Nation, and the Kainai Nation of the Blackfoot Confederacy, as well as the Tsuut'ina Nation and the Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Goodstoney Nations of the Iyithka Stony Nakoda. However, verbal promises made to these First Nations by the Crown and the Canadian government were not reflected in the written version of Treaty 7. And many promises that were included in the written versions have been broken. What followed were policies of cultural genocide and assimilation that caused profound harm. The original people of these lands were confined to reserves, prohibited from pursuing traditional practices, and forced to send their children to residential schools. Rather than building meaningful and mutually beneficial relationships, there was dispossession and exploitation in systems of economic and social marginalization. As such, Mount Royal University is committed to advancing the success of Indigenous learners and respectfully supporting Indigenous cultural identities and integrity, leading to a good life in all its aspects. Mount Royal will challenge settler colonialism and systemic racism and discrimination by addressing the legacy of broken promises and rebuilding the relationships between Indigenous and non-Indigenous peoples. This includes those who now live at the confluence of the Elbow and Bow Rivers, a place referred to by the Blackfoot as Mokinstis, the Tsuut'ina as Gutsitsi, and the Iyithka Stony Nakoda as Winchispa. Mount Royal will meet these goals by committing to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission's calls to action and adopting and applying the principles of the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples.